Hi everyone, this is Carrie from My Nails. I thought I would quickly go through, I have this hand done, but I wanted to put a design on this hand. I was going to do this design on this hand, but I have a subscriber that requested I show how to do foils. So I thought I would pick a design that included foils on this hand, and if it doesn't, if it's not enough instruction because it's just going to be one finger, I will do a whole nother video with more foil. But we'll just get started, and these are the products that I'll be using. I'm using the foil glue, of course a stamping plate, you need the scraper and the stamping polish. My stamper, these are the colors I'll be using, a blue and a white. You always need your stamper pad, and this is the foil I'm using, and I think that's all. I tried to get everything out. So I did my nails a few days ago, so because of that I'm going to really dry out my nails with acetone. Make sure that they're all dry. Okay, so I'll get this stuff all out of the way. I chose this design here. Okay, and I chose a blue just to match, kind of like match a dark blue to match this side here. Okay. So I really quickly pulled these out for you. These are all my stampers. I have this one. The stamper is not very sticky. This one, stamper, again, not very sticky. It's kind of hard. These are hard and not very sticky. This one, stamper, super soft and squishy, but when it actually will pull out every time you stamp. So I will stamp and it pulls out every single time. So annoying. So not good. I love how short it is though. You can see the image would have been perfect if it didn't do that. This one, I love how it is so short. It doesn't have a lid on it. It's been abused. Actually, the same thing kind of happens with this one. It's really sticky, and you can stamp it, and a lot of times it will pull out too, but it is a little bit better. I should try this one again. I haven't used it in a long time, but again, I like how short these are. Because I liked this one, I got this clear jelly stamper one, this rectangular one, and it is on the shorter side, so it's pretty good. So I like this. Just enough sticky, just enough spring to it. The clear jelly stampers, I have to say, they are the most expensive. They are my favorite. They just give the best transfer, unfortunately, because I want to save money like everywhere I can, and unfortunately the more expensive ones are my favorite. So, and here's the big, I can't remember what they call this, the big one. Again, these are for bigger designs. Just the perfect amount of sticky, the perfect amount of spring. I get a better transfer, and it's just, I don't know. These clear jelly stamper ones, they're like my favorite. So, and then I have these, and actually these ones, I feel like these ones, most of these ones are pretty good. I like these ones. The only problem is I am like a serious old lady, and the distance from here to here is really long for me to see. So because it's long for me to see, I a lot of times get my alignment wrong, But other than that, if you guys are, young and vibrant, with good eyesight, this is a great alternative, a great stamper. I really like these actually. Some of them have that hard, non-sticky stamper pad, but for the most part, a lot of them they have a good stick and a good bounce to it, and they work pretty well. These ones that don't have the stick to it and don't bounce, they just, not my favorite. Okay, so I just wanted to go through those really quickly. I thought maybe people might be interested. And like I said, I have these three. I have another one too. It's in my travel bag. So, okay, so I'll put these away. I will say this. I will say I've dropped this a few times. This is cracked, and it won't stay in here. I don't know. It's cracked, and so it won't stay. This back thing that holds your spare, and I don't like that because now it won't stick in there. So I'm gonna say it's poor design, but who knows? Okay, so here's that. So, all right, so we'll get started. So, I'm going to use the blue and the white, and I'm going to, since I'm doing the foil, I'm going to do the foil on this nail. So you can do a darker color or a lighter color, but since it's got a lot of the white behind it, I'm going to do a white behind in case I have any spots that I miss on the transfer. So that's the finger I'm going to do on that. The rest of the fingers I'm going to do blue. So these fingers will do blue, and these are going to be white. And I will get my glasses because, like I said, I'm an old lady. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and paint these on my own, and I will come back. Okay, I'm back. So I left this one nail, and I'm going to, so I started painting this one nail, and it started to, the gel polish started to pull away from the surface of the nail. And if that happens to you, just take the nail and buff the surface with a buffer, with a 100, I've had too much coffee today. 100 grit buffer, and it will put a few scratches in the nail and then create the adhesion that you need for the gel polish to stick to it. So that's what I needed to do. So I am not going to I guess I will. I don't like to, I did it on the rest of them. I got the free edges. So after that, I'm going to use my Macart foil glue. And this works, I don't know, and I'm starting to wonder if it works the best for me. But for now, it's the best that I got. But I'm gonna keep looking, actually, for another one. But it's okay. It has, sometimes I get little, it could be user error, but sometimes I do get a couple little spots. Okay, so I'm putting the glue on, and you want a nice even strokes. You want a nice even layer of foil glue. You don't want to see any brush strokes in there, but not too much and not too little. And okay, so not too much, not too little. I thought I saw some brush strokes. Okay, but I think I'm okay. And I'm gonna cure that. I'm gonna cure it for like 45 seconds to a minute, about a minute. And then sometimes when you're curing the glue, if you just leave your hand flat into the lamp, it doesn't cure like the left and the right sides of your nail. I noticed that the foil does not adhere, at least to my nails, doesn't adhere to right close to the side walls of my nails as well. It almost seems like it's like wet there. It's not. It's like as if it's not as sticky on the left and right sides by the side walls. And I think it's because it hasn't cured properly there. So I will turn my hand left for a little bit in the lamp, and then turn my hand right so that I feel like the lamp cures out those sides. So that's what I'm doing now, just to make sure I got all those sides. Okay, so now after it comes out of the lamp, there is a exothermic reaction, and it does get warm. So I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit. So I'm gonna let it sit for about a minute, and I'm gonna let it cool off. If you put in your foil right after, if you go in with your foil right after, you're not gonna get as great of a transfer. So I'm gonna let that cool off. All right, so I feel like I've let that cool enough. So I'm gonna go in, let's see, I'm gonna choose, okay, I'll go in right here. Okay, so I come right down the center, and I do use my fingernails. I use my fingernails to scrape into those sidewalls. Scrape up to the corners, scrape, and as soon as you get that good adhesion, it starts to free up. You see it's starting to free up here. And then I'll come back around. You don't want to get any wrinkles. If you start to get wrinkles, do the areas that you're not getting wrinkles and let that free up, and then go back in. So I'm starting to get a wrinkle here. So I'm gonna do this corner and then kind of let it free up, and then go back in here so that this part of the foil can lay flat, if that makes sense. Scrape it. So I do the foil in sections. I don't lay the foil down all in one piece. I kind of just come around and do it all in sections so that I don't get any wrinkles. And people use a silicone tool for this, but I find a silicone tool is just not hard enough. I like to use something hard like my nail. Okay, so here we go. And I feel it sticking here. I feel it sticking here, and I feel that stickiness almost because it didn't cure properly. But I feel like I got a pretty good transfer. So take a look at that. And then the sidewalls there, all the way around there. So yeah, that's a pretty good transfer. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so that's that. Since I'm done with that nail, and that's how I'm finishing that nail, I'll go ahead and I'll finish it up with the top coat. I'll just go in with one step. So I'm gonna go in right here. This is just a hard gel, one step. It cures with a high shine. Since my nails, I've filled with one step underneath, and I have that video. If you haven't seen that, that would be part 3 of this series. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check that out. But I'm gonna take a little bit of one step here, just a little. Come through and coat for a little added protection. So it's just a little more protection than a regular top coat. And you wouldn't want to come in with a hard gel over just the natural nail on regular gel polish. This would only work if it's on top of a built nail, if you had a nail enhancement underneath. Kind of float it on top. Okay, then I'm gonna come in and seal the free edge. Okay, and make sure it self-levels. No divots, no bubbles. Okay, looks good. I'm happy with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure. Now you don't have to do that. Like I said, you can just top coat if you'd like. But if you do top coat, after you're done with the foil, transfer foil, make sure you take a file. Make sure you take a file this edge, the free edge, and the side. Make sure you file the edges so that creates adhesion before you come in with your top coat and seal it, because the foil will chip off if you don't do that. You want to create a full place for your top coat to seal to your nail, to seal in yet that foil, if that makes sense as well. If I'm not making sense, just let me know in the comments and I will explain better. Okay, there's that. And after that, I'm coming in with Super Shiny. Super Shiny is it's a hard gel as well, so you can only use Super Shiny over a hard gel. So you wouldn't want to come in with Super Shiny over a gel polish, not on a built nail. So since I'm using a hard gel, and it's sticky right now, I'm gonna seal it in just to finish this nail. So I'm gonna come in with my top coat while it's still sticky. I'm gonna put my glasses on. And go ahead, finish this nail up and seal it in. This is super shiny. Is a super shiny top coat. It really is super shiny. Okay, and then I'm going to cap the free edge here. Super shiny takes a minute to cure. Okay, and super shiny cures, it does not cure tack-free. It is a wipe top coat. So there is a trick to doing super shiny as well. Do not wipe it as soon as it comes out of the lamp. Wait about a minute before you wipe the sticky layer off, because it will be a dull shine for whatever reason. It's not as shiny if you wipe the sticky layer off as soon as it comes out of the lamp. So just take a second, let it cool off, and then wipe it. So I'm just gonna cure that out. And then the next step, I'm gonna move on to stamping. So what I did was, after I did these nails, I did take off the sticky layer. Now, a lot of people stamp on top of a matte surface. So some people will come in with a matte top coat. Some people will come in and just lightly buff the surface of the polish, or come in with a top coat and then buff again the surface. I don't like to do that. A lot of time, if I'm feeling if I'm feeling good about my stamping, I will just come in and stamp on the surface of the nail polish with no matte finish today, because I think I'm gonna use this love here, and then the heart, because it goes with love. I wanted to do this heart. It's very large. It's large, so it's not gonna fit on my finger. So, and the love is big. So I'm going to take the love, I think, and I'm gonna go down the nail and see if it fits. I'm gonna go down this way. Okay, so let's give it a shot. And I'm gonna take my stamper, clean off my stamper. Okay. And now that I feel that it's been a few seconds, I'm gonna give my super shiny white. Okay, we're good to go. I always feel things to see, feel. Feels good. Okay. But Elegance always tells you, they always put on, right after this step, they put on cuticle oil, and then they use a wipe and they say, seek the squeak. They keep rubbing until you hear the squeak. Or they squeak like this, till you hear the squeak. I don't know if they do it in this step or the step with the cuticle oil, I forget. Seek the squeak, they say. Okay. All right, so here we go. Words are tricky. Words are sometimes tricky to get straight down a curved nail. So let's see if we can do this. First try. Let's see. Pretty good transfer. So, okay. So, so, you know, this L here is not completely straight here, but otherwise, I got the whole thing on there. It is pretty straight. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not gonna bug me. I always know if I think it's gonna bug me. It's pretty, it's to me, I'm gonna leave it. It's not gonna bug me. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So since I'm pretty happy with that, I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm gonna top coat it. Okay. So top coats can be pretty finicky on top of stamping. Right now, today I'm going to be using, this is the iGel Beauty top coat. I really like this iGel Beauty top coat. A lot of times people will go in with a matte top coat first and then a regular top coat. Me personally, I've actually had problems even going in with the matte. I've had smearing going in with matte. People also have had really good luck with the Magic Gel top coat, and you can also try that. That would be this one. People have good luck with this Magic Gel. It's the Tactless Hyper Shine. People like that one over stamping as well. But today I'm going to try this one. Okay. And I'm just going to go in there. Got my free edge. I think I got into my cuticles here. This is my non-dominant hand. So that looks okay to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure. Okay, next I'm going to, okay, so that's that. I wanted to do the heart there, but it's too big. So I think I'm going to do the heart on the thumb. So let's give that a shot. Okay, pretty good. Now I have the X, Y, Z in there, so I take my stamper and I grab it off, and then I'm going to put this stamp right here. Hopefully I get it centered. I'm really bad at this. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like it's centered top to bottom, center left to right. Okay, so I'm pretty happy. It's a good transfer. So again, I will seal that in there. The struggle is real with this non-dominant hand. I don't know how hard it is for you guys this one is super hard for me. Top coat is all over the place. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to cure this really quick. Oh gosh. This is such a mess here. Okay, I'm gonna cure. So that's that. And then these other, I think I could do something with these nails. But I think I'll just leave them alone. There we go. And that, my friends, is it. I think I'm done. So hopefully, I don't know. This is my first watch me work. Hopefully this was okay, not too long. And let's see, take a look at my hand here. We don't need to cure it all the way up. And this is it. This is my design. So hopefully let me know if you guys struggle with stamping like I do, or have problems with your non-dominant hand like I do. And also let me know what your favorite foil gel is. I'm so curious. Although I feel like I did get a really good transfer of this. You know, maybe McCart is, you know, like the ride or die, right? Okay, I guess so. All right, well, I guess that's it. So thank you so much for watching and sticking with me all the way through. I always say that because if people do it, I can't believe it. And I hope everyone has a great day. And that's it. All right, I'll see you and catch you next time.